Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special Dungeon World one-shot called The Goblin Hole. I am Arch. With me, we have our new GM for the game. To my immediate right here is Valley.
Hello, everybody. I'm Valley Rat.
We don't use the rat part. That's insulting.
Oh, I guess it is a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not allowed to insult people until at least halfway through.
Okay, I'm Valley then.
Later, we'll call you Rat.
Okay.
And to the immediate right is a longtime viewer, now guest on the show, Pie.
Hi, I'm Pie.
Do you like pie?
No, I only really like pumpkin pie. Otherwise, pie is pretty mediocre. Cake's better.
That's fair. Pumpkin pie is delicious. Moving on. And finally, one of my moderators who was like, I guess I'll play, whatever. It's Undead.
Hello. You got my general attitude.
I
Pretty
did.
correct.
I can read text very well and pick out the emotions that are conveyed through them.
So I'm Undead or Matthew. Hi.
So, Valley is frozen. What?
Oh, am I?
No, you're not. You're fine.
Not on ours.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
Valley might just be not moving at all.
Yeah, I'm just kind of. Do you see me now?
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay, awesome.
I would hope that you're fine because you're using the same webcam I am. So.
Oh yeah, maybe it's internet. I don't know. It should be fine. It's the middle of the night. Nobody's on.
Yeah. So with all of that being said, this is a special one-shot that we're doing of Dungeon World. Valley is going to be GMing, so I am going to pass the reins over to Valley. Go ahead.
Awesome. So, what Ark had said before, this is called the Goblin Hole. This is based off of a dungeon starter that I had found online for Dungeon World, and this is kind of what we're going to be basing the adventure off of today. To start off with, I think a few of you may have made your characters already. I'm not 100% sure, but let's kind of go over that first. Ark, do you have your character ready, or do you still have to build it yet?
I have my character pretty much entirely ready.
Okay. We won't worry about that then. Let's go to Pie. What about you? Or is your character ready?
Nope.
That's okay. That's something we can work on then. So let's take a look at your character then. I'll give you access, if that's okay, to Ark. Is that fine?
Go for it. Yeah, if
Okay.
you want to do the character creation with those who haven't, and I think that's just Pi,
Okay.
you can go over that, and then after that, me and Undead can just kind of talk about our characters and be like, this is my character, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go over this real quick. The great thing about this game is it's incredibly quick to make a character. If you really want to, it could take you 2 minutes, and if you really want, it could take you an hour. It's just really streamlined system that is really great for just kind of having a one shot every now and then. So let's take a look. I think you are a thief, correct?
Yes, I am a human thief named Ren.
Okay, so that would be a D8 if I'm not mistaken for your damage. Almost a thief in the book, don't worry. Okay. You are a halfling or a human?
Human.
Okay, write down human then in there somewhere. You can go ahead and add your look and stuff if you'd like later. It's not really necessary at the moment, but it's something that's kind of adds a little spice to the game. Do you have your basic moves somewhere? I'm gonna go over those with everybody once we're done kind of creating you guys' characters, and then we can kind of talk more about how your characters actually interact with the world.
Arch, did you say there was a way to like auto add it in on Roll20 or?
Yeah, if you have the character sheet open, if you click on where the gray eye at the top is, the compendium, just search for the class that you're playing and then drag it in.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it'll auto fill in. Yeah, that's one of the big things I love about Roll20 is a lot of games, as long as they have like an SRD compendium, you could just drag and drop and it's seamless. Like all of my equipment and everything, I drag and dropped because hell no, I'm not typing that shit up.
Yeah. Just to add also, we're starting at level 1, everyone. So we're not going too deep into it quite yet. We need to figure out first level before we figure out 10th. So do you have you dropped that in yet, or did you still have yet to do that?
I'm not seeing where it goes.
Okay, there should be an I believe, in the top right.
And then drag it to where it says class on the character sheet.
Okay.
And it'll do the rest.
I am not seeing an eye.
I just dragged it in for you.
Sweet.
That'll do
Exactly
it.
what I wanted.
Excellent. So this is actually super easy stuff right here. You have your moves already in there for you. I'm not sure if they're macros or not, but I won't worry too much about that. If you don't want to use the macros, you don't have to. You can just type in your roll. One thing you will have to do is you will have to put in your ability modifiers, though.
Yes. What are the ones you start with?
So 16 is one of them. Let me look in the book real quick.
It is 16, 15, 13, 12, 9, and 8.
There you go.
Okay.
So if you're playing a rogue, or a thief, I should say, I think dexterity is typically your important one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So to the right of where it says dexterity, where it shows the number, you're going to want to click on that and change that to the numbers.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it's going in. And while she's doing this, Undead, did you create your character yet, or do you have yet to do that?
I believe I am all set.
Oh, excellent. We'll just do this quick, and then we'll be at it. Originally, we had said that we were probably going to do this on stream, but I might have misconstrued that a little bit, but that's okay. It's working out just fine. We can see a little bit of how characters are created in the game, and we only have to do one, so it's actually working out pretty well.
Expediency.
Exactly, it's expedient. Do you have your you have all your abilities done? It looks like, so that's excellent. Hit points is going to be 19. So you can change that underneath your armor class. There you go. And if I remember correctly, you get some items also that we'll just do that real quick. Gear. Okay. So are you looking at you're looking at either getting a dagger and short sword or a rapier. Which set would you prefer?
Let's do the rapier.
Okay, and we'll just keep in mind that all your weapons do the same damage because of your class. Yep. So you can write down rapier in your equipment. Would you like 3 throwing daggers or a ragged bow with a bundle of arrows?
3 throwing daggers.
Okay. Go ahead and mark that down. If I might ask, where are you putting that into your character sheet?
That's where I was still looking where to put it.
Okay.
Don't use
Equipment.
Roll20, guys.
Equipment goes into the subcategory. So underneath where the DW logo is in the top left, under it says main, and then it says sub.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome. Okay. So we'll just go over that again. You chose rapier, and I think you said 3 daggers.
When you're going to drag and drop, you have to hit the add button first so that there's a slot for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just drag it on.
So we won't worry too much about carrying weight right now. You shouldn't be anywhere near it. That's usually when you get farther along and you're actually carrying a lot of stuff, a lot of equipment. We're not quite there yet, so we don't need to worry about that for this game.
And then what was my damage?
Oh, your
That
damage
is-
is a D8.
D8.
Yep. And you also either get 1 healing potion or 1 bag of adventuring gear.
I'll take that healing potion.
Okay. You get normal dungeon rations, which we won't worry too much about. Leather armor, which gives you 1 AC or 1 armor, and 3 uses of your choice of poison. So you get there are a few different poisons that you can choose from that do a multitude of things. If I can find them. 1 makes the target fall asleep. 1 makes them one makes it so that the target, which is called bloodweed, do 1d4 less damage on whenever they attack. Golden root, the target treats the next creature they see as a trusted ally until proven otherwise. And the last one is serpent's tears. One dealing damage to the target rolls twice and takes the better result. So you get 3 doses of any of those that you would like.
I will do. Let's do the oil of Taggart, the one that makes you fall asleep.
Okay, excellent. You get 3 of those then. You have your normal moves, I believe, already in your main category, so I don't think we need to worry about that too much, unless you want to look over it quick just to be sure.
They should all be in there already,
Yeah.
Okay.
There were a bunch in there.
including the class ones.
Excellent. So we'll kind of go over just the very basics of the game before we really get started. The way that Dungeon World works is that you roll 2d6 to figure out if you can do something. 7 through 9 is success with a deterrent, and 10 and up is a success that no deterrent. If you roll a 6 or below, what ends up happening is you miss, but a lot of times you mark XP, meaning that you get an XP point for missing. So the more you fail, the more you level up, which is kind of a really interesting idea. I really appreciate that being in this game. Some of the basic moves in the game are hack and slash, where you do the 2d6 as I said before, but you use a strength modifier for that. Which, if you were looking at pies, her strength modifier wasn't very high. I think it was actually a -1. So if she were to do hack and slash, it would be 2d6 minus 1. But however, with volley, which is ranged attacks, you roll the 2d6 again with your dexterity. So she would roll 2d6 plus 2 because that was her highest modifier. There are a few other things like defy danger, which is kind of a catch-all in the system, where if you're doing something that is not really implemented in the rules, but there should be a roll for it, you roll based off of whatever modifier is more closely attributed to that. and you just see kind of what happens. Again, 7 through 9 is success with a deterrent, and a 10 and up is a success. There are about 3 or 4 other big ones, like parlay, which is more charismatic base skill, where you're trying to figure out something from somebody else or trying to leverage something on them. Defend, which allows you to help defend an ally next to you. Spout lore, which allows you to gain knowledge of an area. And discern realities, which is similar to spout lore, but it's much less about intelligence and more wisdom based. So it's closer to perception than it would be an intelligence based skill. So now we're done kind of explaining how the game works. Let's get into it. Do you guys want to do bonds, or would you like to just jump into the game?
Bonds are definitely a good idea, and we should probably talk about Maya and Undead's characters so people are aware of them as well.
Excellent. Let's do that as well. Tell us a little bit about them, Undead. Tell us about your character first, then we'll get to Ark.
So my character is Malva. He is a halfling druid. Some of the interesting things he has: born of the soil. He's from the Great Forest. So he gets to choose basically any animal from the forest that I can kind of argue I can transform into with my shapeshifter. Mm-hmm. He also has a tell, which is a physical attribute that marks him as part of the forest. And he has little koala ears. And that goes along with his furry hood, which is a koala, and his weathered hides, which are also koala. So he looks like a little koala man.
Okay.
He doesn't have to eat or drink because of his druid ability, by nature sustained. And if I sit with an animal and study it, I can learn to shapeshift into it.
Excellent. Let's go to Ark then, and we'll come back again to Pi just a little bit. We kind of skipped over kind of the down nitty gritty when it comes to character type, so we'll come back to Pi. Ark, tell us a little bit about your character.
Sure. So my character is Dalar. He is a human fighter. Appearance-wise, he is very, according to the looks, based on this game, because it has like a look category. Mm-hmm. He's got a lithe body with eager eyes, wild hair, and tan skin. Wearing... What's he wearing? There he is. Wearing chainmail armor with a shield, and the cool thing is fighters get this thing called a signature weapon, which is like, this is their weapon. It's their weapon. There are many like it, but this one is theirs. And my signature weapon is a unblemished, versatile, huge sword. What that means is that appearance-wise, it's unblemished, so it's a beautiful shining blade. Versatile means that it has the ability to be wielded for both a reach and close range. So I can hit people that are a little bit further out of melee range, and then people that are real up close. Huge means that it has messy and forceful, which means anything I hit with it, it's going to be a bloody mess, and I can knock the crap out of it to the ground or backward. And it's a sword. That's it. It's a sword.
Excellent. Well, that's another interesting thing that you brought up again with reach and messy, and the other signifiers for your characters or for your items. Messy, for example, basically, as you said, makes something into like a bloody pulp after you hit it. So that'll be kind of fun explaining what happens when you start hitting some goblins and whatever else may be. So we'll go back to Pi real quick. Pi, tell us a little bit more about your character.
So I am playing Ren. She is a human thief. Used to be in slavery, escaped, is currently on a search for her best friend, Uthric, who she probably won't find this session. But otherwise, she's scrappy, does a lot of manipulating, just kind of making her way by not being seen.
I really thought you were going to say making her way downtown, and I was going to say
walking
walking fast.
Making her way downtown, walking fast.
Was she walking fast?
Faces were passing.
The fastest. But anyways, for your bonds now, what would you like? Let's start with again, Arc. What would you like your first bond? We're gonna do one bond per character right now. What would you like your bond to be?
Ooh, let's see. All right, let me pull up the fighter bonds here. Let me pull up that PDF. There it is.
Okay.
All right, so fighter bonds. I'm gonna say I have sworn to protect Ren is my bond.
Okay.
Or Ren, anyways.
Okay, so Ren, you have this man that's sworn to protect you. Why is it that Delhar is sworn to protect you? What reason does he have to do this?
The money.
The money. No,
The
Ren
money?
has no money. It could probably be that Ren at one point helped him out of some sort of pickle.
Okay.
She's like really good at talking to people.
Okay.
So she could have helped him that way. Or
So
yeah.
maybe it'll help with both of you with bonds. And I guess it probably helps if you guys mention it as well. So with Delar, his like motivations, like I kind of came up with this shit in my head, like what his motivations are. He has two motivations: money and a good challenge.
Mm-hmm. So really, he just wants to fight the biggest guy on the block.
Well, okay. So you do know, like Ren probably would have told you that her best friend's been kidnapped, who she's trying to get back.
Okay.
That sounds like a challenge.
Yes, we have to find out who did it, and then get him back, and then murder them all.
Okay,
So.
you lead the way, and then I will do the killing.
Excellent. So, Pi, what about your character? What kind of bond do you say you would have with most likely undead, just so we can kind of keep this triangle going?
Mm-hmm. What is your character's name, undead?
Malva, the halfling druid.
I am horrible with names for real people, so I have to write it down.
Malva.
Okay.
I had to do the same exact thing. I have a notebook full of you guys' information already.
It's okay. That's why I have all the names put on the live stream as well.
There you go.
So that the viewers don't have that issue.
Yeah.
So Malva, would you be like involved in criminal activity or not?
Probably by accident, because he is from the forest. Doesn't know anything.
Very socially awkward.
Yeah. I would say Malva knows incriminating details about me.
Okay.
And
Malva.
I probably don't know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to you. We'll go to you, Malva. What type of details would these be? Like, they don't have to be anything super serious, or they can be on whatever spectrum you'd like.
She probably took something and ran away from the guards.
Okay. Okay. What are you thinking of that, Pi?
He doesn't necessarily understand that's a bad thing, but he knows it.
Okay. Whether it's known or not that it's a bad thing to do, it's still known. Okay. So, Pi, how do you feel about that?
Ren would steal something, so yeah.
Okay. And then whose bond is left? I believe it is Mulva's.
Correct. And I should do that to Delar, correct?
Yes.
It would probably be Delar has tasted my blood and I theirs. We are bound by it. Because I'm guessing the first time we met, I was probably shapeshifted and we probably fought a little bit.
I can see that happening. What do you think about that, Arc?
I think it works well with the bond that I was going to pick for Undead's character.
Excellent. Okay, so you guys have a reason to adventure together. You guys, we'll kind of start this off with you guys are in the city of Westwind. If you look on the map, you can see Dawn Isle and then the Cerulean Bay. If you look just south of that, you can see Westwind. Let me get my notes for it real quick. I have too many notes.
Oh, and while you're doing that, just something I thought of. Like Ren's rapier has the precise modifier.
Which means you can use Dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought of that. And also, Malva has a spear and a shield.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So going to the city of Westwind, it is a city that is surrounded on on two sides by ocean. One more of a bay, as you can see, and the other one more open ocean. It's been plagued by, crime in recent years, and it's been having issues with disappearances, with people that have been murdered, and with embezzlement, with criminal embezzlement and political issues. The three of you wander into town, and the first thing that you kind of see is a group of people that are standing outside of a courthouse. You see that there are mostly just peasants, just kind of jeering and yelling at somebody that's on a raised platform. Would you like to do anything as you're here, or would you like to just kind of walk around a little bit?
Delar's gonna follow the other two around.
Okay.
He's just there for a good time.
Okay. What about you two then? What do you think?
Ren's gonna walk around. She doesn't want to like go right up, but she's gonna like keep an eye on whatever's happening. But otherwise, she's not too interested. She's gonna like double check it's not her best friend Uthric, but otherwise,
yeah. So I think that the best thing that we could do right now is discern reality for your character here, Ren. So go ahead and give me one of those. It is a wisdom roll.
So how do I do this on Roll20?
So what you do is you can type. I will type it in for you, but I'll put a period in front of it. If I can just get it correct. So it looks similar to that. So you're going to roll 2d6 for me plus whatever your wisdom modifier is. Remember, a 7 through 9 is a success with a deterrent, and a 10 and up is a success with no deterrent.
You should be able to click the move in your character sheet, and it should do it.
That's true. You could do that as well.
And that is which one?
Discern realities.
Let's see.
Yep.
And if Malva sees that she's kind of looking around, he would like to hop up on to Dalar's head and help her in pointing out. So would that be an aid roll?
I'd say you can make your own roll with that. I mean, you're kind of like you're discerning different things. Pi, unfortunately, you do not succeed. Yeah. So you're looking around. You're looking around. You don't really notice anything happening other than, again, this crowd is just looking kind of upset. So undead. Your character notice you're kind of listening in, and I don't know if you're really motivated by money, but you hear that there's the man on the pedestal is talking about something along the lines of there's two children that went missing out in the woods a couple days ago. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do whatever we can, but bounties have been put on them so that if you bring them back or if you have any information on them, it'll be 100 gold pieces per child. And that's mostly what the crowd seems to be upset about, is that the government isn't able to protect their own people.
Malva, what are they saying?
Malva will relay that information to him.
Okay.
Did you say money? 100 gold per kid? That sounds like a good deal. Well, what do you think, Ren?
I mean, I don't think we really have that much better to do, so why not easy money? Hopefully.
I hope it's not easy money. That would be boring.
Well, some of us like to live an easy life.
Yeah. Squishy, a lot of you.
Malva is going to walk onto the stage or whatever, right up to that person.
Okay, so you have to kind of like wage your way through the crowd a little bit, and people are like, again, they're upset. There's a couple of them that are beginning to throw garbage onto the stage. And
I'm little, I can go between legs.
Yeah, it's beginning to get a little bit out of hand at this point. So you walk right up to this guy on the stage, and at first there's a couple of guards that stop you. Like there's two men that come by, and they take their halberd and kind of put it in front of you. They say, "Whoa there, sir. You'll have to hold on a moment."
I'm here to help. And would that be parlay?
That would be parlay. And because the crowd's getting a little bit out of hand, I'll give you a +1 to that as well.
Ooh.
7. Okay, so that is a success, but again, with a deterrent. So what's going to happen is you tell them that, hey, I'm here to help, and they're going to say, well, all right, but we're going to have to escort you up there.
Can my friends come too?
Ren's gonna wave.
Okay, they'll look over and they'll think for a moment, and one of them's going to say, we can't have too many people up here at a time. It's a little dangerous. And you can see that the man actually that is standing on the stage kind of directing the crowd and like talking to them, kind of having a conversation. He looks over and sees that you're coming over. And he kind of like puts his hand out and he says, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. And he kind of like, oh, you got to help me out here, sort of thing.
Malva.
And he says, Malva. And he kind of looks you up and down and he says, the extraordinary. And the crowd isn't very happy about this per se, but they're listening at this point.
Malva, what are you doing? Malva.
Yeah, I'm just walking up there. Is it like a podium with... Then I'm going to shapeshift into a koala and climb all the way up there.
Okay, you can do that. Yeah, you shapeshift in there.
I am rolling really good.
Yeah. I don't know why you would use it now. That's a 14 you could use for later, though.
It's a useless roll. Roll 20 will just give me him when it's useless.
I know. You climb up onto the podium, and people they gasp a little bit as they see this, but it's not too far out of the ordinary for them. So you climb up onto the podium.
I turn back into a halfling.
Okay, you're standing on top.
I'll help you guys.
And this guy, he kind of like begins to clap really quickly and then slowly stops as the crowd isn't really in his favor quite yet. And he kind of walks over to you and he says, excellent, sir. What can we do to aid you on this quest of yours?
Let my friends come and help too.
So he begins looking to the crowd, and then they kind of part away from Pi and Ark's character. And you can see that these two people, the thief and the other one being the fighter, kind of standing, looking a little bit out of place now.
Arms crossed, sword
yeah.
just kind of gleaming.
Yeah. So I would imagine that people were already kind of like stepping away from you as you were getting closer to the crowd. You're a little bit larger than most people, I assume.
This is a lot of attention.
It's okay. It means more money later.
Okay.
Yes, good people. We will help find your, what was it? Children. That was it. Yes.
And you hear the man again on the stage. He's like, yes, children. Yes, so we have two missing boys.
How old are they?
They're between the ages of 5 and 7. They're quite young. Their mother's worried sick.
Where were they seen last?
If you look on the map, you can see that there's a forest to the east. I just want to point that out before he mentions. He says, they were playing out in a farmstead with the other children a few miles out east, and it's close to the living forest, and we're not sure where they went. And he kind of just gives a sigh and he says, if you could do anything to help us find them.
Yeah, we can go look. Do you have any ideas, or are we just roaming through the woods?
You could probably go to the farmstead that they were last at. That would probably give you a good sign to help you. It was Denholm Farm. They will be able to give you more information there.
Solar leans over to Ren and just goes, Denholm Farm, that doesn't sound very reassuring.
No, it's not a very good name.
Like, what, do they just grow dead people? That's a pretty easy one to grow, really.
Farms have animals. I like animals.
Yes, Malva. Very good. Animals, yes. Could you get off the podium now so we can go do the job?
Malva will hop down at that.
Excellent. So you hop down, and again, this guy, he begins like doing it like a really hurried clap, and he gets a few people to join him, but it's very half-hearted. He kind of jumps off the stage next to you guys, gentlemen and lady, and he says, "Listen, I am. My name is Remington. I am one of the officials of the city here, and honestly, if you can do something about this, we'll be happy to pay you 100 gold for each child."
You must not value your children very much. Only 100 gold.
Are you trying to make a parlay check?
Sure. I just wanted to pay us more money.
Okay, make a parlay check then.
What's 100?
So
Well.
you have failed in this parlay check. He's going to say, honestly, Miss, it's quite a large sum of money that we're offering for these children. And he kind of like leans in and he says, "These are just peasant children. If you can just find them, that would be great. But if you can't, it's not really a loss to the city."
Wow. That's bleak. But okay, we'll go look for them then.
Excellent. I very much appreciate this. And he goes to each of you and shakes your hand.
I give him a very firm handshake, like that, like really hard grip handshake where it's like starting to hurt.
Okay. He gives the well.
Malva probably scratches him a little.
Okay.
Ren's
So-
very polite.
He kind of just starts rubbing his brow. He says, "Okay, I will be in the courtroom in this building right here." He kind of points to the one behind you. It's much larger than the other building. It's just easy to point out. He says, "I'll be here most every day. If you find anything within the next week, come here. If not, so be it."
Whatever you say. Quite
Okay.
official.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Again, thank you. And he turns around and begins quickly walking to this courtroom.
As
Great.
soon as he's out of earshot, Ren's gonna lean and say, "Guys, he doesn't care about the peasant children. What an asshole."
Yeah, I mean,
Even I know that's not nice.
to be honest, it might be funny if we get the kids and then just start fucking with them. Just
I
be
mean,
like,
they're
hey,
definitely-
we have the children, but 100 gold, really, not cutting it. I mean, these kids were a lot of work to get, and I mean, they're still in some danger right now. Like, they're hanging above a pit that we're really not going to do that. But, they're hanging above a pit right now. We know where they are, but I mean, listen,
Oh, we're gonna kill the children?
No,
I
no,
can
no,
check-
no, no, no,
no, dead children.
no, please don't.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't kill children.
Yeah, so you're kind of talking about this. Somebody gives you like a weird look as they're passing by, like, "What the hell's going on over there?" And they keep walking.
Family dispute, keep walking, peasantry. I mean, fine folk.
They just keep walking. They're not going to say
I'm the
anything.
child.
I am not married to him. We're not together.
But frankly, you're both children. Let's fucking go.
It's a colorful family. But yeah, you guys want to leave the city and head out then?
Where the fuck are we going?
You're heading, if you want to look at the Living Forest, it's on the very western edge of it. Like there's kind of a bend in the road outside of Westwind. It's about about half a day outside the city.
We're in Murfield, yeah?
Westwind.
Oh, so we're going east.
Yes.
Okay, you said west. Threw me
Did I
off.
say west?
The west end of the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, west end of the... Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. I apologize for that.
All right. Nope. We got it.
Okay, awesome. So you begin your quest then. If anybody has anything that pertains to quests for your character that activates now, I think it might only be paladins, but
I guess the only thing I have is I can ask animals what's going on.
okay. Ask them for directions, that sort of thing.
Excuse me, squirrel. Have you seen these children?
Pretty much, except all you hear is screech, 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 screech.
No. Squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaking, squeakers.
Oh, exactly.
Do
Squeak,
you
squeak.
have my nut?
Squeak, squeaking.
Squeak, squeaking, squeak, squeakers.
Does the
Okay.
squirrel have any information?
Okay, so you walk up to like a squirrel, kind of like hanging out on the side of the road, and you're able to just cast this, or how does that work for you?
Squirrel on the side of the road, huh? Must be roadkill, I guess.
Are you able to just cast this, or is it a passive?
Undead.
I cannot find it on my sheet. 1 second.
Okay.
Did you make it up? Are you a liar?
No, it's definitely a starting ability.
I'll help you take a look on your sheet. Uh,
Delar,
Oh, I might have accidentally deleted it. It is on the
okay.
PDF. It's Spirit Tongue.
Okay.
You understand any native animal to your native land or akin to those whose essence you have studied.
What is the base modifier for that?
It's just something I can do. I guess I can roll a parlay for it.
Oh,
but I can just talk to animals.
No, you can just walk up and ask. This particular squirrel seems to be pretty accommodating. You walk up to him and you ask him this, and he just says, "Directions. Where are you heading?"
We're looking for some kids that got lost. Except all you guys are hearing is squeak, squeak, squeak.
Yeah. So like this squirrel kind of thinks for a moment, grabs his uses his legs as front legs and kind of like shuffles them back and forth, kind of thinking. And eventually he says, "Well, haven't seen any children around here. Seen a couple carts, a couple people with horses, no children."
Where did the carts go?
And then he kind of like looks down the road, and it's heading out east, kind of the direction that you're heading. He says, well, some of them are heading down there. Some of them kind of branch off a little ways down and head, well, right.
Into the woods?
Yeah.
And do you know what he is saying?
At this point, Marvel will turn to you guys. There were carts. Some of them went towards down the road, and some of them went into the woods. We're probably looking for the ones into the woods, aren't we?
I thought we were looking for a farm.
Why don't
We're also looking for children,
Right, but the children were at the farm.
I do think we need to stop in at the farm first and see what they know, but we should remember this is here. Do you know how to get us back here, Malwa?
Would I know that?
It's not difficult. Like this is a main road between some of the major cities, so it's fairly easy. It's just a matter of
I would know exactly how to get here.
Yeah. I mean, all of you can do that. It's just it's a major road. It's not hard to find.
Right, we should go to the farm first then. Then we should go find the children, because the children were at the farm.
Okay.
Step by step.
Right.
Excellent. So you walk for a couple more hours then. The sun's kind of beginning to beat down on you after a while as it rises farther and farther into the sky.
I pick up Malva and use Malva as like a sunblock.
Okay. Malva, how do you react to that? Or are you fine with it?
I can't think of an animal to change into, so he'd probably just hang out on his head.
Cool. Okay, so you're just
Koala
walking
hat.
down the road. There's a few people that walk by on carts and walk by, and there's a few on carts, and again, they give you the, what the hell's wrong with these people as they're driving by.
It's hot out here. Fuck off.
Nobody
I'm a
bothers
child.
you. I'm in danger, but nobody really bothers you as you begin walking down the road. It's again, it's a few more hours. You take a right, similar to the area that the squirrel had told you about, and you follow this smaller road farther into the woods. Eventually, you get to a point where there is a farm that has a fence around it, and on the fence, you can see a Denholm Farm.
See, the farm was in the woods, so I was right.
Yeah, don't get used to it. Alright, let's go.
Okay. You have a long road, a driveway, I suppose, I don't know what the medieval equivalent is of that, but you walk down this and you begin making your way towards the farm. There's fences on both sides that look a little bit dilapidated, and there is a man working in the field with a ox.
Is he the only person we see?
He's the only one that you see in the area. There's a few that are quite a ways away from here. They look like maybe farmhands, but they're probably about half a mile away.
Ren's gonna try and wave and get his attention.
Okay.
Malva's gonna walk up to the ox and start talking to it.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Malva, no, it's fresh tilled land.
So you stop him, then he'll stop.
Yeah. So this guy, he looks over after a moment, he sees you waving, and he's gonna pull his oxen over to the side of the road, I suppose. He brings it over to the area that you guys are in after a few moments, and he kind of hops over the fence, dusts himself off, and kind of takes his hands, and he says, "Well, what can I do for you?"
Hello, hi, I'm Ren. We were sent here by Remington about some missing children we heard disappeared from around here.
Oh, they actually sent somebody. All right.
He didn't seem too keen on it, but we insisted that we come help. It's just horrible what happened to those children.
He gives a nod and he puts his head down for a moment, and he says, "Well, I appreciate you coming out here. Let's head into the house." And he slowly takes the tail off of the ox and walks it down the side of the road. And you guys
I
make your
want to
way.
talk to the ox.
Okay, yeah. What do you want to say to the ox?
What's it like living here?
So this ox, and similar to the farmer, he just goes in a really slow drawl. "Well, it's not bad. You get fed a couple times a day. You get water, lots of exercise. It's not bad."
Where'd the little kids go? Short ones like me.
"Like you? Well, I don't see no children besides the farmer's boys. Of course, he's got about 6 of them. Anyways, I don't think any of them are missing."
Okay, you're not helpful. And walks away.
Well, I never.
All right. So you guys make it to the farm house. It's only about a football field away, so it's a pretty easy walk to it. He puts the ox in the like a shed like area
Stable.
for it to stable.
pen.
Exactly, a barn, like not like a tiny shed. It's a big stable for it. You walk into the house and you see that there's a few older children here. They look between the ages of 12 to 14 and 15 and 16. 12 to 16 is what I meant. So these kids are really just kind of lounging around the house right now. So you walk in. The man kind of turns around as you walk in and he says, "It really is a shame, those children." And again, he puts his head down.
It is. It's a very sad thing that children get, I don't know, taken, missing, run away.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know?
Well, the only thing I know is that I haven't let my kids out of the house since it happened. I saw some, I don't know what they were, some tracks outside. You can go take a look at those if you want. I don't know much about them.
No, that would be very helpful. Thank you. If you don't mind showing us.
Yeah, of course. It's other side of the barn. So he opens the door and he walks out. And this time it's a little bit more of a brisk pace. You head out behind the barn, and there's a single tree sitting back there. He makes his way underneath the tree. He points to a couple spots, and you see tracks.
Has anything gone through here, gone over these tracks recently, or you guys skipped them fresh?
Well, You can't stop everything from going over them. This is the farm. There are animals. But for the most part, they appear to be mostly fresh.
Ren's gonna like squat down next to him and kind of look at him and go, Malva, you know animals. Do you recognize these tracks at all?
Would it be reasonable to assume that I would recognize scents and stuff like that better if I transformed into like a jungle cat of some kind?
Jungle cat.
Great forest.
How much have you traveled?
I probably only left probably the biggest forest on this island.
Okay, there aren't really any jungle cats besides maybe like a lynx or something like that. I don't really know how great their sense of smell is.
Then probably wolf. Be my best bet.
Sure.
Okay, then I would like to try to do that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a sort of check for that. Let's go with
Discern
wisdom
realities?
or discern realities. Exactly.
Should I also do my shapeshifter to make sure I don't?
Yeah, just make sure you don't. Yeah, exactly.
So I get 2 action.
Yep.
I'm rolling so good. It's surprising.
Yeah. So you instantly like the unmistakable scent of goblins, and actually as you're kind of sniffing this, you smell something else here as well. Something much more foul than goblin. That is known as an orc.
He is going to start running towards whichever direction they're heading.
Okay.
We're following.
Yeah, okay, you guys follow. You make your way into the woods. So you guys head into the woods a little ways. You probably make your way about 100 yards, and you see it kind of circling around a little bit. There appear to be multiple tracks, about 3 or 4 of them. And is there anything you'd wish to do during this time, or do you just keep following?
I think Malva would just keep going, but I don't know if anyone else wants to do anything.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any requests that their character do during this time?
I'm following with my sword and shield out.
Okay.
Yeah, Ren would just be following.
Okay. So you travel out there for maybe about another 20 minutes. And eventually you come to a hole in the ground. And these tracks just kind of stop. It appears to be about the size of like a human could crawl into it, but that's really about it. It's not like a large cave or anything.
Is there anything in there, Malva?
I guess I would kind of look in there and try to see if there's anything in the immediate area. And I believe I get a bonus because I got a 12 on my discern reality. I get a +1 forward when acting on the answers that I got.
Yeah, so you want to know... you can ask one of those questions, I believe it is, and roll the d20 or the 2d6, and I can answer that if you roll well enough. I believe it is. Oh, acting on the answers. Excuse me. My apologies. So, yeah, go ahead and roll your 2d6 with the discerning realities with a +1.
That doesn't have the +1, yeah.
So it's a 7 then. So looking into this little hole in the ground, you see that there are a couple of individuals sitting, and they're just kind of jabbering away at each other. You see 2 goblins sitting down. They appear to be just, again, jabbering away, and there are a couple of feral dogs sitting next to them.
I believe at this point he turns back into Malva because I did 2 actions.
Yep.
As my wolf, and he's just going to hold up some amount of fingers because he doesn't know numbers that well. Okay. Vaguely the amount that they're there, and goes, "We have people here. Let's get them."
Like human people, like the boys in there?
No. Green people.
Oh, goblins.
Sure.
I lead the way. You guys follow up behind.
Sounds good.
And Delar is going to raise his sword and shield, and he is going to run in and start slashing.
Okay, you jump down into the hole. You kind of do like a little, like a, like you
Like a tuck
kind
and
of
roll?
dive, yeah, like a tumble roll. You tumble in. You stand on your feet, and you see that these goblins are just completely taken by surprise, and everybody else comes in behind you. These guys don't really know what's happening at this moment.
I'm going to cut down the nearest one to me.
Okay, go ahead and roll a hack and slash then.
All right. That is an 8.
8. Okay, you're gonna hit him.
So damage. So that is 3 damage.
Okay, so you hit this. You hit one of the goblins that's kind of staying on the ground, and he gives this yell as it happens, and he's gonna go ahead and get an attack on you.
And I have
now-
2 armor.
Yep, you have 2 armor.
I have
Awesome.
2 armor, 1 from the armor and then 1 from the shield.
Go ahead and roll that. 7. Okay, so he's gonna hit you. He's gonna go ahead and roll just a little bit, not much. They're only goblins, guys. You take 3, so that's 1 damage, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, excellent.
All right.
So you
Ow.
go ahead and does that.
How dare you? That's 1 HP's. Very rude.
Yeah. So everybody else kind of is free to do as they wish at this point. The way that combat works in this game is very much if you say you want to do something, you're pretty welcome to do it. Just so if you want to do something, I'll try not to let somebody monopolize, but go ahead and do what you want.
Okay. Can Ren throw a dagger and hit someone without jumping all the way in?
Sure, yeah. So you're kind of like hanging back behind everybody. You go ahead and throw your dagger into the hole in the ground.
Okay, that's volley, right?
Yes, it is. Okay, clear hit. Nothing bad happens to you. Go ahead and roll your damage. I'm assuming this is the one that was already hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
So I'll go ahead and show you the command again. It looks like that.
That was close.
Excellent. So you throw this dagger at this goblin. Tell me how it is that you kill this one in particular.
She's not even like aiming for a great kill shot. She's just gonna chuck it as best around Delar as she can, because that's kind of her goal, is to not hit him more than to hit the goblin. So it just kind of wings him in the gut.
Okay.
It's not a very graceful or fast death.
Exactly. So he, this one goblin goes on the ground, just begins screaming. You can't really discern what he's saying, but the other one looks a little bit perturbed by this. Now, what would
Malva's gonna jump in the hole next to him and aim for a goblin. Can he get close enough to stab him, or will it only be close enough to throw? Because he has a spear, so he can do both.
You could probably run up and go ahead and get an attack on him.
All right, then he will hack and slash away.
Yeah, go ahead. 5, that's a miss. I believe that you mark an XP for that as well, though.
Yep.
So you go ahead and do that.
XP.
You missed that. What's going to happen is one of these dogs is going to get up. He's going to come over and he's going to attack. Let's see. Who do I want him to attack? He's going to attack Ark. Delhar. I feel like I'm not saying that right.
Delar.
Because
it sounds like dollar.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Did
He's
you
gonna
only
get up
just
and
pick
step
up on that joke?
It's just dumb. Yes, I did just pick up on it.
Oh man, so I could have went with Marsupial.
Oh God, you
No.
guys.
Would have been good.
So this dog comes up, he begins biting you, and you're gonna take 2 damage.
2 damage?
Yep, 2 damage. No piercing though, so I'm pretty sure you have
Armor.
armor, so it does nothing.
So it's just kind of gnawing on my armor. I go like, "Ah."
Yeah, it's gnawing on your arm, and it's got a good, it's holding on to you right now, but it's not really doing any damage.
Okay.
The other one, seeing what's happening with you, is gonna run over to Mulva. It's gonna do the same thing.
Can't you talk to them, Malwa?
Can I attempt to defend Malva?
Yeah. I kind of jumped into that pretty quick, so I'll let you defend him.
All right.
Go ahead and roll for that.
I got a 9, so I hold 1.
Okay.
As long as I stand in defense when me or the thing I defend is attacked, I can spend a hold, 1 for 1.
Yep.
I'm
one of those
going to open up the attacker to an ally.
Okay.
So as it's attacking Malva, I'm going to like harry it with my sword so that it's open to an attack from Malva.
Okay.
I believe I still take damage.
Malva, you only take 2 damage, unless you
I
have armor.
2 armor. I have a
Okay.
shield and wooden or leather armor.
So they're pretty useless. So they're just like biting you guys. There's not really much that they can do.
And he's gonna yell, "Thanks, Dala!" And he's gonna. Now that I have that joke, I'm never gonna be able to say that.
You're welcome.
And so he's gonna stab back at the thing,
and you have a +1 against it.
Yep.
All right.
So that's
So
a 10.
a 10.
Awesome. 10 is just a regular hit, and go ahead and do your damage. 6.
My max damage.
Go ahead and tell me how you killed this this feral dog.
I'm gonna. Malvo's gonna yell, "Sorry, but you're not nice," and then just stab it end to end and pull out the spear.
All right, it gives a little yelp, and it falls to the ground.
Go ahead, Ren.
Oh,
Do the murder.
I don't like murdering. She's just gonna take out another dagger and throw it. She doesn't want to get in close combat.
Okay. Go ahead and throw your dagger. Who are you throwing it at?
I'll throw it at the other goblin.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, you hit him.
Nice.
Go ahead and do your damage. Awesome. So this goblin is like just about to stand up, and you throw it, and again you knock this goblin down, and he's going to die. Tell me how you get rid of him.
This one's a little cleaner shot. It's just gonna wing him in the neck.
Okay.
Nice.
So you get him to the neck. It's like a gurgling sound as he drops to the ground, and he dies pretty quick. At about this point, the other one is done writhing on the ground, and he's out too. So what's going to happen now is the one feral dog that was holding on to you, Sir Fighter, is going to let go and just begin running. Because it understands when it's probably not got the best odds.
And Malva's gonna yell after it, "You better run!"
Okay. Yeah, he just runs out the entrance. Pie, if you want to do anything about that, you could probably stop it.
No, she's just gonna step to the side.
Okay, the dog just keeps running. It's got its tail between its legs, and he's running quick.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
Ren's gonna walk up and collect her daggers and go, Delar, did you even do anything in that fight? They killed them both.
What are you talking about? I did so much things there.
You sure about that?
Did more things than you, I bet. You just got them because they were weakened because of me.
Sure.
I found the hole.
You did. Good job.
And then Ren's just gonna start searching the bodies for anything valuable and kind of maybe any like, do they have like a kid's toy? Maybe if we're lucky, but
they have a Happy Meal toy.
One Happy Meal toy.
Yeah, they have a little doll that says, "I am the kid's doll. Come save me." But no, they don't have anything like that. They have a couple of shiny objects. Like one of them has like a cup that looks like it's been shined quite a bit. The other one has a small dagger that looks like a kitchen knife. And that's really all you can find on them that isn't like a goblin-sized short sword.
Ren will pocket those both.
Okay, you gonna take both short swords, or are you gonna take both items?
The kitchen knife and the shiny goblet.
Okay, yeah, you take those. as you guys are kind of like standing around, looking, and kind of discerning what you do next, you can see farther into the cave. It appears as though there is a larger chamber below.
Should we keep going, guys?
I want to look around and see if there are traps or anything that might bar our path.
Excellent.
I
So
believe we have a thief. That wasn't Marvel. That was me.
Oh yeah, we do. Well, maybe I'll be not doing that and say, Ren, check to make sure there's no traps in the tunnel here.
Oh, we're going forward? Okay, yeah.
We got
Let
to
me
find the
take
kids.
it.
Of course we're going forward.
What's this? And look how shiny this cup is.
I want money.
okay.
Okay.
You do detect a trap a little bit farther in. It's kind of like just kind of paint you a picture for what you're looking at. Imagine kind of like if you ever looked at an anthill before, like the inside of one, they have like little chambers and like a passage that heads farther down than like another larger chamber, and then farther down like another larger one. That's kind of like what this area looks like. You see that this is like the large chamber to begin with, and then farther down there's the larger one. And it's almost like stairs heading down, but it's more of a ramp. There's little grooves in the ground, though. And in one of these grooves, you see there is a... Well, go ahead and ask your question, actually. You get one of the three.
So I guess I know there's a trap, but what activates it?
There is a pressure plate on the ground.
And I can like identify which stair.
Yep, you can identify where it is. You can walk around it.
Okay, guys, don't step on this point here. Okay, that will kill us. I don't know how, but it will.
Okay, lead the way.
You lead the way.
Fine.
Okay.
Come on, meat shield, go.
Oh, is that what I am to you? Okay, thanks.
You should know that by now.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
Delar's gonna lead the way.
Awesome. You walk around the trap, and you guys just a couple feet past it, and it looks safe now.
Yeah,
So-
Ren will follow second.
Okay. And Malva, you're taking up the rear then?
Yep. I'll just follow in at the end.
Awesome. So you guys continue farther down. It's only about another like 15 feet down into this other chamber. Down here, you don't really see much. There appears to be a table, and around the table there are two rather large rats eating crumbs off of the ground. And there appears to be like an empty chest close by as well, where it looks like armor and weapons would be put in, but there's none in there right now.
Hi, rat friends. Have you seen any kids?
Okay. One of the rats looks over at you, and he looks quite rabid.
Marvel is just gonna back away because he knows what that means.
Okay.
He's gonna look at the other one. Same thing.
Same thing. They're looking over at you guys, and they're just kind of like slowly walking towards you now.
I'm sorry. And then he's gonna stab one with a spear.
Go for it.
Are they scary rats?
Okay, you hit him.
They're sick.
Oh.
Go ahead and do your damage, undead. 5.
5.
So you hit him, and actually this rat like kind of like gives out a little squeal, and you pull it back out, and he's gonna like continue coming towards you, and he jumps up on your chest. He's gonna take a bite. Seven. So you're gonna take a little bit of damage here.
I want to kill it.
Armor.
Oh,
I want to kill the mean rat.
there are 2 of them. Remember, you take 3 damage, but you have 2 armor, so 1 damage.
This one attacked my koala friend, so I'm gonna hit it.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna be like, no, bad rat.
Okay.
7.
Okay, you're gonna hit him then.
7 damage.
Okay, the rat explodes.
I have the messy tag, so I hit it and it just.
I imagine you
everywhere.
hit it with like the blunt side of your of your sword, and it just goes boom like confetti.
There is splatter of red on the wall.
Yeah.
Like wasn't trying to cut it, just trying to swat it off my chest and just baseball.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to hurt you.
It became watermelon.
Yeah.
Galar, that was gross.
I can't help it. I'm very strong.
And Ren's gonna pull out her rapier and try to like
Go ahead.
stab it.
Get the next one.
Just
Do it.
Okay, go for it.
Do the
And
stab.
you can use dex instead of strength.
Too many clicks. Too many
I
clicks.
know. Too many clicks.
What is your dexterity?
Here, let me change.
Dexterity should be
status.
+2 for her.
So it's a 9. Or, yes,
An 8.
9.
It's not.
Because the
I thought it
original
was-
roll is 7.
I think that's yours.
No, that's yours. Yeah.
No,
The
pies.
original roll was 6.
Here, how about I click it and we'll go with the new one that's gonna roll under Dex.
That's fine by me.
Okay. Damn.
Okay,
All right.
that's better.
That okay? Fine.
So-
I guess you can have that.
Said was okay.
Go ahead.
Do you get sneak attack on that?
No, I think it knows I'm here.
It does know that you're there. Yeah.
Oh, mother. I got a
And-
1, everybody.
You can also add a d6 to your damage, but it will attack you,
Yeah. It'll expose
or you
to
can
attack.
avoid the attack.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna avoid the attack.
Okay.
Just a little poke.
Awesome. So as you guys are kind of like fighting this rat, you can hear like movement down below. You know that there is another chamber farther in, and you hear like footsteps coming up the stairs.
Galar, quick, finish this thing off.
Okay, I got it. I swing my sword.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to do the murder. I do the murder.
Awesome. You hit him.
Or no, wait. I have thing, a human thing. Once per battle, you may reroll a single damage roll
Okay, go for it.
because I'm human.
Go for it.
Fuck
Oh,
my
okay.
life.
Roll 20.
Roll
strikes.
20. What?
So like you should mess this obviously overly fed and large rat that's quite rabid.
I poke
And
it.
Like you like get like a toe or something, and it jumps up on top of you and like begins biting into you as well.
Come at me, you piece of shit.
6 is a miss. So
Oh, good.
rat marks XP.
The rat marks XP?
I'm kidding.
The rat will
Motherfucker, I have 0 XP. Do not give that rat XP.
I think you guys might have had 1 or 2, but I don't know if you marked it or not.
I did.
Oh yeah, we haven't been marking our failures because, like, I know I failed an attack.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to get on that one.
That's okay. It
real
is a
time.
one shot. It is a one shot, so that's okay.
So there's one rat and then something coming up the stairs.
Yeah, so this rat has 2 HP for all intents and purposes that have been marked off of it because you both have rolled the natural 1.
Okay.
Okay.
So Malva is going to hurl his spear at the rat.
Okay. Go for it. Now you mark XP.
Hey, more XP.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
So you hurl it at it, and this rat just like doesn't even move. It just kind of like flies past it.
Ren's gonna try again to just stab this thing.
Okay, go for it.
Why are we having so much trouble with one rat?
Okay, you hit him.
Good rat.
Do the murder.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
Okay. Yeah, so you hit this rat, and as he's kind of like was latched onto, I think it was Dalar. He kind of like looks over at you and is like, "Oh, you're the one that I want now." He's gonna jump on you, Ren.
No.
So he's gonna make an attack on you.
Hate rats.
11. So you're gonna take 1 damage unless you have armor.
Right, I have leather armor.
I believe so.
Yes.
Yep. So rat's not really doing much, but he's a trooper.
At least
So-
the rat can't kill us either.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill it. Stab it. Slash it.
Go for it.
Don't hit me, please.
No promises. Okay, never mind. I hit.
Okay. Go ahead and just obliterate this guy, please.
please.
There,
Okay.
7 damage.
Again, you hit him with the blunt end of the sword, and he just explodes.
All over Ren.
Whoa.
Rat guts everywhere on Ren. You have the plague now.
Why we talked about this?
Well, maybe you shouldn't have let it get on top of you first before I was going to kill it.
She's just gonna wipe them on him, and then
No, ew, gross. Run. No.
That rat was sick. You shouldn't do that.
Are we going to get sick?
We're taking baths after this. Separate.
Please.
Separate. Get mind out of gutter.
Is the thing still coming up the stairs?
My
Yeah,
mind
you
never
hear
leaves
multiple
there.
multiple steps coming up the stairs.
In preparation, Malva is going wolf.
Yes, go wolf. Do the murder. Wow.
Yes, 3 actions.
Awesome.
I'm going to
So-
hide behind entrance. Soon as something comes through, I kill it.
Let's see. You get an extra move now based off of your wolf form. Go ahead and tell me what you think that extra move would be.
If we were actually in the forest, I'd say call pack, but we're not, so I'm going with pounce.
Okay. Yeah, so you'll kind of have like a equivalent of like a charge or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's the same, similar to the knockdown that
Yeah.
Dollar had.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's you gain the forceful tag with your attacks.
Yeah, I think so.
Forceful is the one that you can knock them down.
The shape-shifting abilities is kind of really loose. So you could say something like, I'm a bear, so it's going to be the bloody or whatever it is, gruesome attack. Or
Yeah. So again, as you are kind of like shifting into this wolf form, you see that these 2 orcs come up and standing at the top of the stairs now. They both are wearing like scale mail. They have blackish skin that's it's got kind of a green hue to it, but it's mostly black. You see that they have long, black, spindly, nasty hair, and they have eyes that are just glowing in the darkness. They have these weird swords that are like straight, but like they have like a curve to the end of the tip, and they're ready to fight. Behind them, you see 3 goblins standing, kind of just letting the orcs go first.
Have they seen
Well,
me?
shit.
They're standing at the top of the stairs, and you guys are just kind of in the middle of the room, so yes.
I run at the nearest one and just start. Okay, so what I want to do is, because my weapon has the knockback thing,
Okay.
I want to try to hit the nearest orc, and
Okay.
I want to try to knock it down the stairs like a bowling ball into the goblins.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Roll an attack.
I was going to do that, except for a wolf.
10.
Awesome. Do you want to do that extra damage and open yourself to an attack?
I deal an extra d6, but I expose myself to the enemy's attack. You know what? Yes.
Do it.
I'm gonna fucking like bull rush this nearest one, shoulder check it, leaving me open to Buck McGee over here, the other orc. I don't even give a fuck.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And then that's 12 damage.
Awesome. So let me think of how I want to do this. The orc that's in front of you just well, tell me how you easily just and like I don't even know what to call it. You just easily kill this guy in the front.
I run up, blade and shield, and then as I come up, I swing my sword, hit him in the shoulder, and because I'm running forward, I like knock into him with the shield at the same time, knocking him backward down the stairs, so he starts like bowling ball rolling down into the goblins.
Okay.
And then
So,
his buddy swings at my open back.
Yeah, so I imagine what happened was you kind of cut him like diagonally down his down his side, and he kind of like almost like what's his name? Darth Maul falls down this cavern into these goblins, and they're gonna go ahead and make some defy danger rolls for me because I want to see what they do. I'm gonna make one for all of them if that's okay.
Sure. You're the GM here. Let the bodies hit the floor.
So they're gonna take 1 damage each still. They're not gonna get away scot-free. So they each take 1 damage because you transferred some of the energy into them. But you gotta continue standing. That's what the roll was for.
Cool.
So each of them is 1 HP missing on them. And you killed an orc, so nice.
And then the other one gets a swing on me because I exposed myself.
Yep. So here you go.
Come at me, motherfucker.
I meant to add in 1, but
Oh, 7
We'll
hits
just-
me then.
yep. Let's see. These guys hit a little bit harder. And these guys with their nasty sword, they have piercing, which means that they go through your armor.
Great.
For 1. You have 1 less armor class against these guys, essentially.
Gotcha.
Yep. So I think it's 2 damage.
Yep, so 2 damage to me.
Yep. That's really a shame. These guys aren't rolling too well.
And that orc is catching a wolf, doing pretty much the same thing he just did.
Okay, go ahead and do it, man. Okay.
Catching
Go
a
ahead.
wolf, like I'm just gonna land.
Mark XP, my friend.
You're going to fucking level up.
I was like, I either roll like 14 or 4.
Yeah. So you know how like in other games like D&D or Pathfinder, you make fun of your friends that haven't leveled up? In this game, you make fun of your friends for leveling up because they haven't been hitting.
Okay, as soon as Malva just, I assume, bounces off of this orc who doesn't fall down the stairs, Ren's gonna throw just a dagger at their
Okay.
face.
Go for it. Oh, nice.
Nice.
That was a hack and slash that you rolled, though. I'm gonna let you. I'll let you keep the 12, but I just want to see what the description is for volley.
10 plus, it's just you do the attack with nothing impeding.
Okay. I just want to make sure volley didn't have anything special either. So,
Nothing
yeah,
special
go ahead
then.
and do your damage.
2.
2, nice.
Again. Not nice.
It's whatever. It's damage. So this orc takes a dagger, and he kind of looks over at it in his shoulder, and he rips it out with his free hand. And he looks back at you guys. He's gonna look over at Mulva, and he's gonna throw the dagger at him now. So Mulva, let's see.
I'd say something, but I'm a wolf.
Yeah, you're the one that kind of bothered him a little bit. He's probably stabbing you with it, but he'll expend it, we'll say. So he's going to go ahead and hit you. You take 8 damage.
Do I keep my 2 armor as a wolf? It says I keep my stats, but I don't know if that includes armor, because technically I wouldn't be wearing armor.
I don't
I'm
think
not
it is.
sure how that.
I don't think it's armor as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That
Yeah,
wouldn't make sense to me.
no. So it's just flat 8 damage.
I wish I was level 2 so I could just not be a wolf and not take that damage.
All right. So,
I am actually going to break my hold on my wolf form and turn back into my little halfling form.
okay.
I can just do that whenever.
Yep. Awesome. Go ahead and do that. Do you want to do anything else, or are you just breaking your hold?
If no one else is doing anything, I'm stabbing an orc.
Okay. Go ahead and stab an orc then.
No, I'm
Orc
not.
XP.
I am.
No.
Haha, nerd, you're gonna level up.
I think I only need 2 more points, and I would technically level.
You need 8 for 2nd level. So 8 XP in all.
Delar's gonna take his sword and he's gonna look at Malva and just be like, "Fool, this is how you're supposed to do it." And then I'm going to swing my sword, and try to bat this orc down the stairs as well into the goblins,
Go for it.
because they put themselves in a really bad position.
They kind of did.
Could I aid with our bond of? Well,
I don't even need it. I don't even need it.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm gonna expose myself again to do that extra damage.
Go for it.
6 plus 4, so 10 more damage.
Okay, so you don't need to worry about that exposing yourself. This orc, again, like you stab through him and he just kind of falls backwards. He hits another goblin and that goblin breaks his neck as they begin falling down the stairs. Yeah, exactly. There are two goblins kind of standing there, and they're just like, they're kind of thinking to themselves, "Oh shit, this is a bad situation."
Who's next?
Ren's gonna walk forward and pick up her dagger
Okay.
and just like glare at these two down the stairs and just frickin' chuck it.
I'll go for it.
Yes. Get their blood.
Awesome,
Nice.
that's a hit.
Is this all the challenge you
Oh
have?
my god, it's another 2.
So you hit this goblin, and he kind of squeals out a little bit, and he's holding on, but barely. So you.
Ren just chucks it and yells, "Yeet!" I assume that's your friend in
Awesome.
the chat, Pie. That's hilarious.
Oh, who was it?
Sarurun Kamui.
Yes.
Awesome.
My
So the
good
goblin-
friend.
I'm sorry, what?
The goblin that she threw the dagger at still up?
It's still up, but barely.
Okay. Malva is going to throw his spear.
Okay, go for it, man.
Fine.
I'm not gonna make you roll for it because he had 1 HP left anyway.
Too
I
late.
rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. You're getting it out of the way though, right? I mean, you're getting one of those bad rolls out of here. So you throw your spear at him. Tell me how you kill this guy. Does it just go straight through him?
Yeah, I'm thinking just right through the chest,
Okay.
into the ground.
Awesome.
It hits the ground.
At first, he kind of like grabs the spear. And he's just like, like he's like pinned to the ground. Like grabs the spear and he's like gives up and dies. So you've got one more goblin that's only got 1 HP hit on him.
I'm gonna jump down the stairs and try to tackle spear this guy with the sword. Just like flying through the air, like stab it.
Okay, go for it.
Never mind,
Okay, mark XP.
guys. I have an XP, a singular XP now.
I think you have at least 2.
Do I? All right.
I think at least.
From the last
think-
combat.
I
Yeah.
think someone failed, like looking around, discern realities.
I don't think that gives you XP. I think it's mostly the combat.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. I'll have to look over it a little bit more. I'll have that ready for. I'll know that by the time that we really get into this. But you come forward, you miss him, and this goblin, it doesn't look very sure of himself, but he's gonna go ahead and like kind of like stab at you. He's definitely scared.
Come at me.
11.
Okay, he comes at me.
So he's gonna roll a little bit of damage for you. You take 2, which is
Minus
none,
2,
I think.
so none.
Yeah.
He
So he
pokes me,
stabs at you.
and
Yeah, he
it
pokes
bounces
you.
off the shield. Just
And he gives a gulp after that.
good try. You almost had me. I was so scared. Look, see, can't you see?
So he's gonna he just begins like crying. He's not sure what to do.
Delar, stop playing with your food. Just finish him.
Malva's gonna kind of limp down the stairs. He's not doing too great, and pick up his spear, and I guess try to chuck it at the goblin.
Okay, go for it. Roll your attack. That's a hit.
I'm gonna do take what you can get. So I'm gonna roll damage twice, and the second one will be subtracted from the first one
Okay.
because I don't have ammo to expend.
So you do 1 damage then?
no damage.
So no damage because
I'll say minimum is 1.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
Which
'cause it-
doesn't matter. His armor is 1, so it
Oh.
deflects off of it.
It's stuck in the armor.
Yeah, I'll never say that you guys not do damage if you hit.
Yeah,
You
that
just-
is kind of silly.
1 is just minimum.
And Malva's just gonna be like, "I'm kind of tired, guys," and he's gonna sit down.
You two are so useless, and Ren's gonna throw another dagger.
Okay.
Did you see what that did with the orcs?
Uh-huh.
Okay, which one are you choosing there, Ren?
I will do the negative 1d6 because that means that I subtract it from 1d8, which is better odds.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. So actually, that's enough to just you end this
Perfect.
goblin. He's kind of standing there, just like he's not very happy about what happened. He's kind of looking a little bit shy now, and you throw a dagger, and where does it hit him?
Probably right in the middle of the face.
Right in the middle of the face, and he just collapses. Okay. So you see that farther down there is another chamber, but this time there's a door in front of it, and you still kind of have the area that you're in now to explore as well.
Malva is going to be taking out of his pack poultices and herbs, and he is going to start applying them. It's a slow thing, so it takes like a few minutes.
Okay.
But I heal 7 HP.
Okay, awesome. So you get your 7 HP back if you spend the minutes doing that. What do the rest of you do while he's doing this?
I'm just like, 1 minute, guys. I'm not doing too great.
I'll stand
Take
a
your
little
time,
further
Mala.
ahead on the stairs with my shield out, like basically defending the area. So if anything else comes towards us,
Yeah.
slashy, stabby.
So he
Okay.
went from 9 out of 18 to 16 out of 18.
You are squishy.
Ren's gonna collect all of her various weapons and then
Okay.
search the bodies in the room, just see what she can figure out.
Okay. On the orcs, you find 1 health potion.
Yes.
It appears as though they were expecting something. So yeah, you get the 1 health potion. Then we'll say you also get 1, 2. You find oh, that's a lot.
Nice.
You find 130 gold pieces or throughout the area. Like this looks like it's been. It looks like this is kind of the area where they're keeping their money. We'll say it's that empty chest that you saw earlier. You look into it and you see that actually at the bottom of it there are some like we'll say that they're like larger coins that are a much larger denomination. So that's what you find there. So you want to watch
Guys.
it now?
I found some money. This
Money?
is already
What?
worth it.
Money? What? Where? What? How much?
It's in my hand. It's 130 gold.
Oh,
We'll split it later. Job first.
okay.
Ren also wants to take a peek at their fancy swords.
Okay. Yeah, so sword is really interesting. Again, like I had mentioned before, it's a very slender, lithe sword, but on the very end of it is like a curve that is like a tip. So basically imagine like Lord of the Rings orc swords, something like that. And that's what they look like. They're actually in very good condition besides a little bit of blood on them from fighting you guys.
I'll wipe off my gross party members' bloods.
Okay.
And then probably set them to the side to grab on our way out.
Okay, awesome.
Are you feeling better, Malva?
Am I feeling better?
Yeah, you get your 7 HP now.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. We have to be quiet. There could be more of them.
Yeah, we should probably be a little more stealthy.
Right.
Okay.
We try to be stealthy and make our way down the stairs.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay.
You're very quiet walking down the steps.
Oh, thank God.
Is this an ASMR video now? Hello everyone and welcome to Arch's ASMR Dungeon World video. I am
Nah,
Arch.
but you guys walk down. It appears as though whoever's down here, or if there is anybody down here, they haven't really noticed. So you see a wooden door in front of you now.
What kind of
there-
wood is it?
Oak.
Malva is gonna
Oops.
just sneak over there and would like to listen at the door.
Okay. Give me a discern realities check. Okay. I believe you get an answer.
One question from the list below.
I guess what here is useful or valuable to me? The
Well,
only one I could think
if you're
of?
trying to
Or
listen
what
for
is about to
people,
happen?
What is about to happen? Is that what you're deciding on?
Or what should I be on the lookout for?
I
Yeah,
like
what
that.
should I be on the lookout for?
Okay. So, what you should be on the lookout for. As you're listening, you hear orc speaking in orcish on the inside. So, they don't appear to be freaking out or anything. It appears as though they are just conversing.
So Malva, not saying anything, will like put his arms out to his side, showing like big and little tusks with his fingers.
Is the door locked?
Are you gonna try to open it?
Very quietly, just like just testing it to see if it turns.
Okay. Give me a defy danger based on your dexterity.
Oh god, that's going to be bad.
Should have remembered we have a thief.
I like to do things too. See, there, I got an 8. It's not that bad. Fuck off.
Let's see.
You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
Let's see. Let's say that you're able to open the door, but you begin to like you can open the door and look in, and I won't tell you exactly quite yet what wrong is going to happen. I'll let you know when we get to that though. So you look in and you see that they're sitting around a table playing cards.
Okay.
Do we see any children?
Not in this area.
Boo. Are the kids in there?
Oh, I don't see them. I only see the 2 orcs.
Okay.
There's 2, right?
Shut the door.
There appear to be 4 of them.
Oh, there's 4 orcs. Okay, guys,
Was.
4. There's 4.
Shut the door.
Okay. I shut the door.
As you begin to shut the door, that's when you hear the creaking.
Oh.
So now you're unable to close it without them hearing it. So you kind of like begin to close it, like, oh shit, and you leave it. So the door is slightly ajar.
Is there a way to keep going past this room, or do we have to get through it to get?
It appears very linear at the moment, almost as if a DM made it so that you couldn't go around somewhere else.
What
Okay.
would be like? We have extra swords and stuff. What would be like making a little trap, like to trip them or something, by getting them to come into this room? What skill would that be? I can't
That's
think
what-
of one that makes sense.
Hey,
I would
and
say
we have a thief for that.
But do they have like a trap making? Is that part of their thing?
Yes.
I know they have the. Oh, okay.
What is
Cool.
it?
I didn't know that for sure.
Da-da-da. Which one is it?
I'm not sure. I'll look with you.
I will pull it up too. I have to. Thief, where are you? Trap expert.
Tricks of the
Wait.
trade, maybe?
Oh no, that's only for the
That's disabling traps.
disable. Oh, I thought the
Trap expert.
Oh no, I'm thinking the poisoner is what I'm thinking of.
I can poison them.
Oh no, that's not quite it either. I'll let you roll it off of your I think it's a dexterity roll anyway. I'll let you do your tricks of the trade for that.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Awesome. So what type of trap are you trying to make?
Probably something, because I don't think we can do like a whole lot of damage to the trap, but maybe something that'll trip them, so that
Okay. So like you wedge it like into the door or something?
Yeah,
yeah.
we have swords and daggers and stuff like that. We could like lay knee height.
Yeah, so like I'm just trying to figure out like what exactly it is, like what exact type of trap are you trying to make? Like you're trying to make something to trip them up or do damage, or like what exactly are we getting at here?
I would say trip them up.
Yeah, I think we don't
'Cause I
really
know-
have anything to do real damage.
Yeah, I don't feel like that would be super successful.
Okay, awesome. So, are you able to use the daggers almost as nails and one of the swords as like a something that they would trip on, like a tripwire? You're able to nail that into the frame of the door, very quietly. You're set. You rolled a 7, so you're not sure. As far as you can tell, you've rolled well. You've done well.
Delara gets a look of inspiration and gestures for the two of them to follow him back up the stairs real quickly and quiet.
Okay.
I am quick and quiet.
I follow and whisper, I was just going to turn into a wolf and howl in here. That'd freak him out.
No, hold on. It's a good idea, but wait, hold on. I have idea. All right. So we go back into the room we were just in. What's in that room?
There's a table. There's the chest. There are the bodies that you left behind, and that's really about it.
Okay. Real quick, I'm going to take the chest, put it at the top of the stairs, open the chest, put the bodies in the chest, close the chest, and then be like, okay. Mava, you do the wolf howl thing. They come running upstairs. I kick chest and it goes downstairs and then kills them because they hit the trap and they fall down. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be fun.
So we kind of have 2-stage trap now, correct? Because we have the sword thing we set up.
Right. So
And then
what
they'll
I'm
all
thinking...
Coming and then crush them with the crate.
Right, so they're going to come through the door, trip on the trap that Red made, and when they trip, I kick the chest with the bodies weighing it down, so it goes tumbling down the stairs and then flattens them like pancakes.
I like it. So Malva's like, okay, I'll do that. And goes wolf.
I like the poetry of killing them with their own dead.
Okay. Yeah. So you fill up the chest real quick.
I am very good at shapeshifting.
It's a corpse in a box. It's a corpse in a box.
You put the corpses in the box. You could fit 2 of them in there. You put that next to the stairs, and you get ready. You shift into a wolf, and then what would you like to do?
Basically like growl and howl and just make a bunch of noise so they know something is in
Okay.
here. I do not know what that would be.
I think you can just do it. There's not really anything stopping you from being able to howl.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you do that. It's just a matter of how well the trap at the bottom works at this point. The thing that happened, remember you rolled a 7 on that. So the thing that's going to happen that it doesn't work automatically. They're going to get a defy danger for this in order to a dexterity defy danger in order to not fall into the trap. But other than that, they will be tripped up.
Perfect.
Yep. So let's go ahead and roll that for them. I'm going to roll this now.
Would the howling and stuff count as one of my holds?
Yes, it would. Just 1.
Okay.
But you have 3, which is cool.
Yep. So one of them like comes rushing out, instantly falls over and like bangs his head on the ground, and he looks up.
And then kick the chest.
Okay, you kick the chest. He's gonna get another one, but it's definitely gonna be at a penalty.
Boom, 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 boom.
6. So he like looks
Best
up
plan ever.
and he kind of like panics. Roll your damage that your class has.
4.
4. So you hit this orc. That's actually enough. So this orc just like his head caves in as this falls on top of him. And the other 3 behind him begin running up the stairs.
That was amazing! To battle!
And a big wolf jumps down the stairs, preferably
Awesome.
onto the first one, knocking some more.
Yeah. So go ahead, roll an attack. Mark
Aw.
XP.
I just cannot do anything.
You're really bad at this, Undead.
You see that there's 3 of them around you right now. They're all 3 like pretty upset because
Oh.
if you've gotten this far, there's something wrong.
One more EXP and I level up.
Let's hope you get to that point. One of them's gonna go ahead and attack you. It's gonna go ahead and hit.
Ooh.
Um, he has piercing, so you take
I don't have any armor as a wolf. I don't.
Oh
think.
yeah, I forgot. 4 damage. And one other one
Still
just
looking
gonna
okay.
one other one's gonna look over at you. He's gonna take an attack quick. But the last one's not gonna be able to reach you. He misses. So he's gonna mark XP.
Ren's gonna chuck a dagger at the farthest one back as soon as
Okay.
she watches her wolf friend just kind of sail and a miss.
Sail.
Oh man.
Precisely.
All right. Mark
Aw,
XP.
he's my first one.
You might not be able to tell, but the wolf is laughing.
Delar is gonna laugh and go run and jump and try to murder the nearest orc.
Okay, you start charging down the stairs. You bring your sword up, and you're gonna bring it down on the one in front.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll that.
12.
Yep. You want to expose yourself?
Absolutely. Come at me, bitches.
You know,
Arch will always expose himself.
that's really weird out of context.
Oh.
I'm gonna clip that later.
8 damage.
You kill this orc.
Ha!
Okay. So you make it go through his chest, and this guy drops. There's I believe two orcs here.
Oh, and I have the messy thing, so I hit them with the sword, and he explodes in more.
He does explode. Like half
More
of
gore.
his body's missing right now.
Ha!
It's gory. It's not lovely at all. It's pretty nasty. So after you do that, you see that there is like a loud rumbling coming from below. It sounds like a animal is giving a cry.
Do I recognize the animal?
Roll me
Spout lore?
spout lore. Yes.
Mava's real stupid.
Nope. Nope. You have no idea where this is coming from. You do hear like loud, like steps coming up the stairs now.
He's probably bleeding a lot, so he's a little woozy.
Yeah. The rest of you hear this as well. I'll let. Never mind. So
Ren's gonna chuck another dagger.
excellent.
The back one again.
Okay.
Okay. And I will do the negative 1d6.
Okay. 6. 3. So he
Okay.
takes 3 damage, and you throw this into the orc in the back.
Mhm.
Sticks in his head, and he collapses.
Gotcha this time.
Yeah. So it appears as though there's one orc left in this area.
The
He's-
wolf is pissed and is going to jump at him if nothing else is going to happen.
Yeah.
Haha. Max damage. Woo.
Awesome. So this orc goes down. You start clawing at his jugular, and you rip it out, and he just dies. But at this point, again, you hear the loud thumping coming up the stairs. You look up after ripping this guy's throat out, and you see what looks like an orc, but there's definitely something wrong with him.
And the wolf turns back into Malva, and he is covered head to toe in blood.
Yeah. So this guy that you see now, he looks similar to the orcs you've seen before. He has a giant cleaver in his hands. And you also see that he has like a third arm growing out of his like chest. He's got some sort of weird mutations going on.
What is that?
That's unnatural. We should kill it.
That
is
looks like
my-
a challenge.
That is my alignment, by the way. Which works great.
He
Oh, so
begins
tech-
walking forward.
So if I go to sleep, I level up now, I think.
He's gonna go ahead and attack you on the bottom of the stairs. Out of curiosity, how much HP do you have?
I am at 12 of 18. I have 2 armor.
Okay, 9. This guy is pretty damn tough, so You take 9 damage.
Koala's going down.
Are you yelling timber?
3 more HP and yes.
Okay.
Delar's gonna look at this and go, finally, a worthy opponent, which is my alignment. My alignment is neutral, which is defeat a worthy opponent. And
Awesome.
he's gonna run in with the biggest grin and start trying to murder this thing.
And I would like to use aid. We have fought together, or fought against each other, and are now bonded by it. So I would like to add some aid, hopefully.
Okay.
For the record, I kicked your ass.
Aid is
It's plus bond, so it's
Roll
2d6
plus
plus
bond.
1.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it's +1 if I can make it at least a 7. Yeah.
Yep.
An 8.
So I get a
They
plus
have
1.
Yep.
Cool.
Or -2.
And I'm helping.
Okay. How are you helping him as he's doing this, by the way?
Oh, you
I'm
also expose
probably-
yourself to danger, retribution, or cost.
Yep. But it happens, so I'm probably stabbing low as he goes high.
Okay. So you get a +1 with that then. Go
Yep.
ahead and roll.
Woo!
14 is definitely a hit.
And I am exposing myself and taking a d6.
Okay.
Stop with... Get your mind out of the gutter!
And I'm gonna die.
I'm in danger.
You stab him, and he kind of like leans forward on the sword towards you, and he's gonna like try to stab at you as you're doing this with his stab. He's gonna try to slice at you with his cleaver.
Come
because
at me,
of that.
motherfucker.
Can technically we both defend against each other's attacks we're about to hit?
I don't think so. He rolls a 5. He misses.
Can't touch this.
And
But
Ren.
now he's gonna get at me.
yeah, he's gonna attack you now, my friend. Oh boy.
Oh, you're going to die.
I'm gonna die.
I don't even think I need to roll,
I have 2 armor.
but he has that.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yikes.
Ooh.
So I need you to roll for me.
Last breath.
breath that we talked about.
Yes, a 2d6
Uh,
plus nothing.
Okay, I've rolled really good so many times and really bad so many times.
Death is
If
going
it's
to
6
fuck you.
or lower, I just straight up die.
You're just dead.
Yeah.
7.
Target.
What's the bargain?
Okay. So Death comes to you and is black. I mean, you go up to his black gates. Death stands before them. He looks
Hi,
at you.
I'm Malva.
He looks at you with his hood over his head, and he simply says to you, "You are to." What's something that you would not want to do?
Probably something against nature.
Burn the
I'm
forest.
thinking what's gonna happen is you may continue your quest, but at the end of it, Death deserves its 2. What he's getting at is that you're rescuing 2 from death. It wants 2 people.
Ooh.
2 of us?
No, 2 deaths of the innocent. You know what? I'll make it fair. Actually, I'll take even 1.
Shit.
Do you take it or do you die?
How close are we to the end of this? Where if I die, are we a 2-man party for a really long time?
No.
Okay, because yeah,
I
think
intentionally made this short for you guys because we needed to just
Okay.
test out the
I
mechanic.
figured because Malva's gonna go. No.
Okay, so he takes you by the arm, and he walks you through the gates of the abyss.
No.
So
And
the
you-
two of you see your good friend, the druid, is lying on the ground, and he appears to be dead.
Now that
Ren's
is-
gonna get really angry and just start yelling and screaming. Or not screaming, but she's definitely yelling at the dude, and she's gonna chuck her last dagger at it as she comes down the stairs with also her rapier drawn.
Do it.
Duh.
That's it.
Okay, and she's going to she'll move into danger.
Okay, so you have to kind of like get pretty close to him in order to.
Yeah. So
to do this.
she's thrown it and then she's coming down the stairs to like
Okay.
hit him in melee range already. So
Yep. So you said you were within melee range, so I think he would get his attack on you then.
yeah.
Yep. Oh. So this guy is having a good time. He's grinning the whole while as this is all going on. You take 10.
I get a subtract 1 for my armor, right?
Yes. He does not have the piercing trait. And yeah, what do you guys do now?
I'm going
As
to
you-
murder him.
As you hear screams coming from down below, like children's screams.
Murder! Murder the bad guy. He's obviously a worthy foe. I do a
It's a
murder.
hit. Yep.
I'm going to expose.
Do it.
Maybe that's how I get the D6 is because I'm exposing myself to him.
Yes.
He just goes, "Oh God, put some pants on," and then he just dies.
God.
Ooh, ooh, oh God!
Oh, nice.
Holy shit! 16 damage.
Roll 20
So-
loves you.
You kind of like look furious. Your friend has just died.
For the koala.
You hear the children screaming downstairs, and you just bring your sword forward and you heave it as hard as you can. And you cut his right arm off, and he gives a scream. And he kind of takes his other arm, his left arm, and he kind of like comes back down and attacks you with his left arm. And you just kind of like come at him and stab him through the chest. And again, he leans forward on it, just kind of biting at you. And at the end, he just collapses.
Are there stairs behind him?
There are.
Push him down.
Okay, I kick it down.
Okay, kick him those stairs. There's screams of like fear from the kids. They're like screaming harder now.
I'm going to pick up
Ren.
koala body and put it on my shoulder.
Okay.
Ren's like storming down the stairs after it. So this like giant corpse tumbles down, and then this
Yeah.
like very angry looking woman walks into the room, whatever the room is. What's it look like?
Down here, it looks basically like a dirt pit. Essentially, this is kind of where like prisoners would be held for ransom. So there isn't a lot to it. There is a wall with like a metal grating, like kind of like an anchor in the wall. And these kids are just tied up via a metal chain to the wall. They look safe. They just don't look like they've had a fun time.
Ren's gonna walk up, hand him her water flask. I assume she has a water flask,
Sure.
and a couple of rations,
Yeah.
and then try and set them free.
Okay. Excellent.
That be tricks of the trade.
Yeah, go ahead. You take your lockpick out, and no problem. You go ahead and you just let them out. Click. One of them comes out. You go over the one. Click. Comes right out. And they come and they hug you.
Yes, it's okay. Come on, let's get out of this death pit.
Okay.
There's one other person. He's upstairs. He's kind of scary looking, but he's nice.
Okay. So they just both nod, and as they walk up the stairs, they see Delar with your druid friend Mulva, and they say to Delar, "Who's that?"
Bye.
They say to Delar.
They saying to Delar or they saying to...
To Delar.
Oh. I did... Okay, I thought they were asking you who I am.
Nope, they're asking about the person over your shoulder.
Oh, okay. His friend. He kind of,
Is he okay?
No, he's dead.
Okay.
Oh,
Just started
okay.
wailing.
They're really little, right? Like 5 to
They're
7.
like 5 and 7. Yeah.
It's okay though. The bad guys are all dead. We're going to leave now and take you back and.
They don't feel much better.
Ren's gonna pop the 5-year-old up on her hip and just glare at Delar. Don't make it worse.
What?
Oh man.
He's dead. I don't do sugarcoating.
And then she's just gonna like grab the 7-year-old's hand and start leading him up the stairs.
Okay. 7-year-old is like he's trying to be like the older brother type here, where he's trying to like hold it back, and the young 5-year-old is just like he's just wailing.
Oh, Ren's gonna pause and look at Delar and say, "Grab all my weapons, please," and then just continue up the stairs.
All right. Did you grab them, Delar?
Yeah, I'll grab them.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You kind of like walk around the bodies and you make your way up. Let's go back to Mulva. Are you still there, undead?
I'm in hell.
Oh no, no.
Oh, that's not what I meant. So, your character continues walking with Death for a while. Just kind of like you kind of almost like hand in hand, but it's not strange. I mean, you are kind of like walking in the abyss. That is
Being
weird.
led.
But like the fact, yeah, you're being led. It's not. It's different.
Do you believe in magic?
And
In
after a
halflings'
while,
hearts? Sorry.
after a while, I'm gonna. I didn't mean that. I was just pausing for a moment. After a while, Death thinks for a moment, and he stops. And he's gonna look over at you with his hood over his head. You can't see his face or anything, Mulva. Do you have anything at all to offer?
So Malva kind of looks down and looks up and says, "It's natural for things to die. It's okay."
Okay. So like you can almost see like a smile, but again you can't see his face, and he just gives a nod, and you continue. Back to the other two. That was pretty fitting. With the other two, you walk back to the farm. It takes you about a half hour, and the sun's setting now. It
So-
appears as though your mission is accomplished.
I'm gonna ask the children. So, who are your parents? We just kind of got sent there by the city, but do you live at this farm or a different one?
They shake their head no, and they point out like down the road.
Okay, well, let's go to that one.
Okay. You walk them down the road. Again, it's getting much later now. You see that there is a farm about a mile away from where you are currently, and there are lights on the farmstead.
I'm gonna let the kids lead the way.
Okay. They see home and they just start running as fast as they can.
As they're walking ahead, Ren's gonna like fall in step with Delar and say, "I want to give them part of Malva's share of the money, not the money we found in there, not the money we're going to get for finding them.
Okay, I was going to say that's kind of bullshit, but okay, that's fine.
That's a lot. No, just the 130.
Yeah, it's like 32 or 33 or something like that.
Just give these kids a little help. They
Well, why don't-
probably need help now, but
give them like 40,
yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
and then we each get 45.
I think so. I'm not good at math.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I was going to shortchange Malva anyways.
I mean, I loved him. He didn't get money, so
I was gonna say, out of character, Malva wouldn't have took money.
I don't think they know that though.
Nope.
Maybe.
Yeah. So you walk down to the farm. The kids have already made it into the house, and you see that like there's a mother that's just weeping on the stairs, that's looking around, and she locks eyes with you, Pi, and she comes running forward.
Ren will give her what is really a mildly uncomfortable hug, but she'll like
Yeah. Oh, come on. Let's do this.
she'll do it.
Yeah.
But she like doesn't want to, but she's gonna
Okay.
pretend she does.
Awesome. So she comes in for the hug, and she thanks you profusely, and she says, "Anything that you need, you're welcome to stay the night. Just really anything."
Yes, a place to sleep would be good. Maybe some food.
Of course. Yes, definitely.
Do you have a shovel?
Yeah, she's gonna look a little awkwardly at Delar, who's still carrying the dead body.
I imagine like Delara's like standing outside on the porch, just holding the body of Malva. Just, do you have a shovel?
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
Welcome to GMing for Arch.
She says, yes. Is that who is this? A companion of yours?
Well, no, it's a corpse, but was.
Ren's got her like head in her hand. She's like done, but
We flash back in hell.
Yeah.
Dolores, my best friend. We fought against each other. He's so great.
He would never backstab me.
He wouldn't. He would just, extort you for your money.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay, so she gives you a shovel and she says that there is a place in the back that they can help you dig.
That would be helpful, thank you.
we should probably go in the woods, Delar.
That is true. He did like the
Okay.
woods.
Okay. The husband goes and grabs like a lantern, comes with you, and hands it to the wife, and he grabs another shovel. So they're gonna go with you. They'll help you dig the grave. This seems like the least they can do. So
Dig it, bury
yeah,
it, cover
do
it.
that, you bury him. Do you want to say any words?
Delara's gonna take out the spear and he's gonna like stick it in the ground where the grave is,
Okay.
and he's gonna say, Malva, you really fucked up there. That's it.
Ren.
Ren's gonna try and see if she can find any like I have no idea what season it is, but acorns or anything like that.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Easily.
And she's just gonna bury like a couple inches below, and then
Okay. Let me see something real quick. You see like a little sprout come up, and it just like it stops. Like obviously it's not possible for that to happen, but like almost like his energy is in the tree now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ren's gonna like stare straight at like the husband and wife, look him dead in the eye, and pull out the like bag of 40 gold and say, "This is for you. You need
Okay.
to keep this tree alive and clean and taken care of. Deal?"
They say the tree.
I mean, it's a little sprout. It's going to be a tree. You saw me plant the acorn.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I mean, like I didn't actually hear you.
Okay, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
the
No, it's
tree.
fine. They say yes, of course, yes. We'd be happy to. And they'll take the money, I suppose.
Okay, one last question.
Sure.
Can you make a meat pie?
She says, now that you mention it, and they begin walking back.
I'm really happy that you didn't ask that question while I was holding the body.
Isn't that like some freaky famous town play or something?
You know,
Oh.
you're probably right.
Man, rich people do all sorts of weird things.
Well, now we're rich. Kind of.
I mean, we will be. And we have to actually go get the money, but I want to eat first.
Fair point.
Okay. So you guys go, you eat some food, you go to sleep. If you have XP that allows you to level up, you can level up unless you're dead, in which case you can't.
Absolutely. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I get an XP from completing my alignment, right?
There you go. You get an XP also, yeah.
Great. I'm at 3.
Marvel
Cool,
levels up in hell.
You're not in hell, you're just in the abyss.
You can fight death, but the problem is that death is like a level 20.
So my alignments avoid detection or infiltrate a location. Would you call that infiltrating?
I kind of picture infiltrating as like
Espionage.
undetected and more espionage.
You
So
went super loud.
yeah, you guys kind of just kicked down the door and were like you had like a gun that said infiltrate on it, and like that's kind of what you did.
We kicked down the door. We kicked down 2 bodies. We kicked down the chest filled with bodies. We kicked down the final boss.
The big body.
The big body. Yeah, the big body.
So that last guy is an orc berserker, which was actually really cool, and they actually mutate. They can grow wings or like third arms or like stuff like that. They're really cool. But you guys go back for the end at the end of the day. You sleep. You get half. I think you get 10 HP, or it's half your HP worth of HP back.
Oh, sweet. That's all the HP I lost.
I only lost 3 HP, and
So
I'm the
full
tank.
health. Yeah, full health.
I almost lost twice as much HP as I had.
The cool thing about this game is that like there is no focusing on like tanks.
I know. Well, unless you're a barbarian.
Unless you're a barbarian, yeah. But like there is no real like focusing on a particular player unless you like roll really shitty all the time.
Yeah.
But anyway,
And counts right in the middle of 3 orcs.
yeah, exactly. That one I couldn't see myself not attacking you. But that's okay. I do appreciate
I knew it was gonna happen.
yeah, I do appreciate the staying in character.
The enthusiasm.
Yeah, the enthusiasm. So you guys wake up the next day pretty early, hear like a rooster cawing.
Hey, Delar, I have a question.
What?
How do we prove that we saved the kids? I don't want to like take them into town. That's too much work.
Well,
What?
we could ask the family here to just write a note saying, "Hey, this is the family. Kids are brought back thanks to these brave heroes." And
Delar, can they write?
wow, are you assuming that's because they're farmers they don't know how to write or read?
Yes,
Rude.
I am.
That's a safe assumption.
It seems. I mean, I did not know how to read or write for a very long time.
We'll say just for ease of the game that they do know how to read and write.
There.
At
see?
least one of them does. Probably
One of the kids.
dude. He probably went to school or something, or like one of the kids went to school. For
I
sure.
had to save up all my money to send my eldest here to go to school, and
I got 2 shiny nickels and rubbed them together.
Ma here had to sleep with the principal to get him into the school.
Forrest Gump.
Thank you for getting that reference.
Oh God.
That was an obscure one, but good job.
They write the thing saying, "Yeah, the kids are here. They're safe. Thank you."
And we have the swords that
Oh yeah.
the goblin swords. Or no, they
Yeah.
were the orc swords.
Yeah. So it's a couple hour walk back to town, maybe about 3.5 hour, but it's not bad. Easy ride back. You see like a cart heading into town. You can ask them for like a ride, and they'll give it to you. And you come back in, and you see the same scene that you saw before, where the guy is like kind of like, "Hey, we're sorry about so and so." Like it's a whole another issue at this point, and we're
going to
doing
be
the best
stuck
that we can
here.
to fix it.
Is this guy good at his job at all?
No, I think we're going to be here for a while, milking them for all the money.
Yeah, let's fucking do. I hate this dude.
Just don't do me a favor. Don't go dying on me, okay?
I have no desire to die.
Good.
I have things to do, people to find, people to kill.
It's a pain in the ass trying to dig a grave when it's just you, yourself, and me, myself, and
I.
That, yes.
That was a very good sentence. I'm proud of you.
Listen, I'm better with swinging the sword.
I noticed. I mean, except for you weren't. I killed more people than you.
You know what? We're going to have to do a body count, I think, after, because I'm pretty sure that I did way better than you. And also, did you see that treasure chest thing? Because that was pretty cool. Okay, so like...
Okay, but you did not have the genius to push the last body down the stairs, and I think that's really where your faults lie.
All you did
You're
pushing
not
the
big
body
fish.
down the stairs was make the children go, ah! And then I was like, okay, well, you know what? That didn't help.
I imagine this like conversation happening as they just walk right up onto that like podium stage, like not stopping until they're directly in front of Remington.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are kind of like in front. And he sees you pretty early on. He's like, oh, thank God. Welcome back, our intrepid adventurers. And he's just kind of like, please give me good news.
I'm so sorry to inform you, Remington, but things they didn't go as planned.
So he like looks kind of pale at this point. He says, what happened?
We found the kids. Here's a proof.
And then you can see like the color comes back to his face. Oh, thank God.
But you cost us one of our very dear friends.
So you can see that he kind of like he doesn't hand wave, but he kind of does like the. I am deeply apologetic for this, ma'am. I will throw in another 50 gold for your troubles.
Good. It will pay for a good headstone.
All right. So he hands you 250. He has to go back to the courthouse and he grabs 250 and he hands it back to you.
And back in hell, Malva's like, and that Ren, she's so compassionate.
All right, you guys have completed your goal now, essentially. So, I think that's it for the adventure for the most part.
We did it.
Yeah, you did the thing, guys.
Mostly.
And nobody of importance was lost.
Oh,
Absolutely none.
Oh,
yeah. It was a little bit shorter than a regular session would probably go, but essentially, this is kind of what how things would work combat wise. There would probably be a little bit more role play as well, but I mean, we kind of have to move things along for the combat, and I think that was a good test.
yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I liked it quite a bit.
Right.
And I wasn't kidding. I like when you went back to hell, I was like, he's gonna offer this again. I'm like, he wouldn't take it. I legitimately almost cried. That's why it took me so long. I was like, oh, because that's a tough thing to say. It's natural for everything to die.
That is the tough thing, yeah.
When I grow up, I want to be a real boy.
That isn't in
Oh,
the
but I'm
advice.
never gonna grow up.
Oh, that's sad.
Why'd you gotta die on Dad?
All right, so
it was fun.
any thoughts from you guys about the system?
I like it. The only thing is the combat being a little loose.
It's a little jumpy. I'm gonna look more into it. I feel like maybe I have something off about that.
I think it's right. It might be improved by having a little more structure. Like some of the things made sense. Like when you did the defend thing and opened up for me to attack, me attacking right after that. That makes sense. Where D&D that would be, I'd have to wait till my turn to attack.
Yeah.
But then sometimes we were like, we don't want to step over each other. So we were like, oh, should I do something now?
Yeah, exactly. So I think we'll look a little bit more into it and we'll figure that out for when we do play next time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read some more rules, look online a little bit more, and we'll figure it out.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, to do the usual closings that I do with all RPG streams, we're going to go around, find where we can find everybody online, and find out what your favorite part of tonight was, and then we'll wrap things up. So, starting to my right, Valley.
Awesome. So my favorite part of the night was probably the boss fight, honestly. I kind of liked how you, even though he had a lot of HP, you rolled a 10 and a 6, which were both max damage. So that was really fun to watch. Because it could have just ended there. Like the fight could have been just done if he had gotten a few more hits in, you know?
That was instant murder.
Yeah, exactly. Instant murder, instant death. But yeah, and I guess I have to say my other favorite part is again when Malva said, death is natural. So it's kind of like it's a little touching. But yeah, my two favorite parts of the night so far.
And where can we find you online?
I am on Twitter a little bit, not very much. I am the Forever DM. I'll probably end up linking that later. You linked you called me out before. That's where you can find me. That's what I do. Yeah, that's where you can find me.
All right. And to the right of Valley Pie.
Hi, I'm Pie. You can find me at the Queen Pie on most social media, Twitter mostly nowadays.
Meow-a-days?
And meow-a-days. There's no cats in here, unfortunately, to put on stream. My favorite part, I really liked the exploding rats. And then the whole like Malva dying thing was awful, but great.
All right. And the living corpse, undead.
But yeah, let's say, ironically called Undead Pond 4595 on Twitter. I usually just send gifts randomly. And other than that, I hang out in Discords for a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
That's about it. The best part, I like the perfect setup of Malva dies, everyone freaks out, max damage hit. Just kind of all coming together at the end there. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Agreed. As for myself, you can find me on Twitter at arch_D&D. You can also find me running the Lucky Die podcast Twitter, which is at TLDpod, where I am on the Lucky Die podcast as one of the main characters, so you can check that out as well. My favorite part? Ooh, yeah, it was probably murdering the giant orc. Because it's not very often you get a double max damage like that and just do a murder.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you to everybody watching. You can find myself streaming pretty much every night here, doing something, even if it's just playing Overwatch or some other video game or a tabletop game. I'm trying to get more of those included on the stream, so stay tuned for that. Unless anybody else has anything to say, I think we're done here.
I'm in hell.
And with that very dark statement, thank you all for watching and have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
See you guys.